Welcome to the stage former Vice President Joe Biden and President Donald J. Trump. How would you lead the country during this next stage of the coronavirus crisis? As you know, 2.2 million people more than were expected to die. We closed up the greatest economy in the world. In order to fight this horrible disease that came from China, it's a worldwide pandemic, and we're fighting it, and we're fighting it hard. We have vaccines that is coming, it's ready. It's going to be announced within weeks, and it's going to be delivered. We have Operation Warp Speed, which is the military is going to distribute a vaccine. I can tell you from personal experience that I was in the hospital. I had it, and I got better. And I will tell you that I had something that they gave me. A therapeutic, I guess they would call it. Was in for a short period of time, and I got better very fast, or I wouldn't be here tonight. 220,000 Americans dead. If you hear nothing else I said tonight, here it is. Anyone who is responsible for not taking control, in fact, not saying I take no responsibility in neither way. Anyone is responsible for that many deaths should not remain as President of the United States of America. What I would do is make sure we have everyone encouraged to wear a mask all the time. I would make sure we move into the direction of rapid testing, investing in rapid testing. I would make sure that we set up national standards. Like to have open school and open up businesses so they can be safe and give them the wherewithal, the financial resources to be able to do that. For 2 elections in a row now, there has been substantial influence from foreign adversary. What would you do in your next term to put an end to this? There has been nobody tougher to wrestle between the sanctions, nobody tougher than me on wrestling between the sanctions. Between all of what I have done with NATO, you know I have got the NATO countries to put up an extra 130 billion going to 420 billion a year. That's to guard against Russia. I sold Tan Buster to Iran. There has been nobody tougher on Russia than Donald Trump. And I tell you, they were so bad. They took over the submarine port. You remember that very well? During your term, during you and Barack Obama. They took over a big part of what should have been Iran. You handed it to them, but you were getting a lot of money from Russia. They were paying you a lot of money. And they probably still are, but now with what came out today, it's even worse. All of the emails, the horrible emails of the kind of money that you were raking you and your family, and though you were vice president when some of this were happening, and it should have never happened. I think you have to clean it up and talk to the American people. Maybe you can do it right now. I have not taken a penny from any foreign source ever in my life. We learned that this president paid 50 times the tax in China, has a secret bank account with China, does business in China. And in fact, he's talking about me taking money. I have not taken a single penny from any country whatsoever, ever. Number one. Number two, this is president. I have released all of my tax returns. 22 years, go look at them. 22 years of my tax return. You have not released a single solitary year of your tax return. What are you hiding? Why are you unwilling? The foreign countries are paying you a lot. Russia paying you a lot. China paying you a lot on your hotels and on your businesses around the country and around the world. Chinese is building new road to a new golf course you have overseas. So what's going on here? Why not release your tax return or stop talking about corruption? President Trump, your response. First of all, I called my accountant under audit. I'm going to release them as soon as we can. I want to do it. Imagine this is your inauguration day. What will you say in your address to Americans who did not vote for you? You each have 1 minute starting with you, Mr. Trump. We have to make our country totally successful. As it was prior to the plague coming in from China. Now we're rebuilding it and we are doing record 11.4 million jobs in a short period of time, etc. But I will tell you go back. Before the black came in just before I was getting calls from people that were not normally people that would call me. They wanted to get together. We had the best black unemployment numbers in the history of our country. Hispanic, women, Asian, people with diplomas, with no diplomas. MIT graduates number one in the class. Everyone had the best number. And you know what? The other side wanted to get together. They wanted to unify. Success is going to bring us together. We are on the road to success. But I'm cutting taxes and he wants to raise everybody's taxes and he wants to put new regulation on everything. He will kill it. If he gets in, you will have depression. The lies of which you never see in your 401 case will go to hell. And it will be a very, very sad day for the country. Alright, Vice President Biden, same question to you. What will you say during your inaugural address to Americans who did not vote for you? I will say I'm an American resident. I'm representing all of you, whether you voted for me or against me. I'm gonna make sure that you represent it. I'm gonna give you hope. We're gonna move. We're gonna choose science. We're gonna choose hope over fear. We're gonna choose to move forward because we have enormous opportunity to make things better. We can grow this economy. We can deal with the systemic racism. At the same time, we can make sure that our economy is being run in mood and motivated by clean energy, creating millions of new jobs. And that's the fact, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna say, as I said in the beginning, what is on the ballot here is the character of this country: decency, honor, respect, treating people with dignity, making sure that everyone has an even chance. And I'm gonna make sure you get that. You haven't been getting it in the last 4 years. Election day is November 3rd. Don't forget to vote. Thank you everyone and have a great night.